Hi everyone, it's a beautiful day, not only sunny but warm and very pleasant to work in the garden. That is what I've been doing this week, working hard. There are so many things to attend to, the house tours, the spring stuff that is supposed to be done now in the garden, the succulents in so many pots, and of course, the orchids. But as I say, no one is chasing me. As usual, tasks will get done. If not today, maybe tomorrow or the day after. Enough talk. Let's get to it. What I have here are some containers with non-used soft drinks. We do not drink them in the house, but I like to have them in case some visitors come by that do not drink wine or beer. What happens is that sometimes they are not used before the expiration date, and when it happens, I use them to water and fertilize my plants. This time I have a lot of them because plants were not in need of watering for quite a long time. And now it's time to use them. I have already removed the lids on the larger bags. The smaller ones have a straw that goes through a little hole. In this case, I have cut a triangle on one of the sides to make it easier for me. And there we go. These are mostly fruit juices, but iced tea is good too. Any type of soft drink is good. The sugar in them is an energizer for the plants. However, I do not use light drinks because I do not buy them, and next, I do not know whether the sweeteners they use on them are good for the plants. As for fizzy drinks, don't think the gas would do the plants any good. However, they are great for the plumbing. And once these packs are empty, I flatten them and reserve them. We separate the waste here in the house. And my husband takes the lots to the city pound for recycling every month. Now it's time to start doing some heavy tasks I have waiting for me for quite some time in the garden. I better do it while I'm fresh and with enough energy. And I'll be back to tell you a few things about my succulents and how they are doing later in the day. Hello, I'm back and it's late afternoon now. Those of you that have been following my channel might remember that I had lots of pots inside the pool house for winter protection. They were pots with succulents. Well, they are there no more. And I also made some alterations. I decided that for me and my type of gardening, it is easier to keep succulents hydrated by grouping them in larger pots. I just kept a few in smaller pots, but that situation might change in the future. We shall see that. So let's take a glimpse at what I've been doing. Let's start over this side where I have a set of 3 pots. On this one I have a Euphorbia milli, or milai if you prefer, also a Ferrocatus and an Opuntia microdaisies, as well as an Echeveria imbricata. On this other one I have joined some sedum. This is sedum compressum. It had beautiful yellow flowers for a long time. Just finishing. I have some Aeonium here too and an aloe. In the larger pot, the central piece is a palm tree, but I have added a trailing sedum and some Echeveria agavoid that are now in bloom. Over this side, I want to show you this Graptocidum Francesco Baldi, which is also known as the various starburst. It's a very old plant in my possession. I've had it for at least 20 years, and when I got her, it was just a tiny rosette in a tiny pot. This plant is now blooming. Isn't she a beauty? Even without flowers, she's always so beautiful. Many of my succulents are now in bloom, but these are freesias here together in this pot with the succulents, and at the background we still can see some flowers in the cymbidium. But many succulents are showing blooms right now. Just want to show you these Echeveria agavoides, which I bought recently, which is reddish color. It's so beautiful. It needs a cleaning. I just repotted here today. Let's come with a brush and remove the pieces of dirt from the leaves. And beautiful aeonium here too, beautiful colors. This side I have my favorite ever Echeveria mandala, and over here I have this Mammillaria elongata, and this Camealobivia needs to be cleaned up, which has to wait till it dries off because it got some water with the dirt. And here we have my some of my rosemary that are in bloom, and which I'm growing in memory of Josh, as you know, Rachel's son of channel Gardening at Tuenza. They're so beautiful. Over this side I have some awardias. They get a bit more shade this side. Graptopetalum glauca still in bloom, and this pot here, this long pot, lots of Echeveria agavoides also starting to bloom. I like this pot, the way they climb on each other. And this pot was recently arranged. Some species I have already showed you. I especially like these two Echeverias. This one has such beautiful colors. This one is also quite beautiful. I don't know the name, must find out. And this is the big plant we saw from the other side, the Sedivarius starburst, or Graptopetalum Francesco Baldi. And here I have the Mother of Thousands alone in one pot because there are babies around and I want them to grow. And can you see, that's where I've been working today. I pulled out two big bushes on the background, and I'm going to rearrange all this area. My bird of paradise has been blooming for quite some time, and it's in need of being cleaned of the old spikes, but it will bloom, still bloom for quite some time. And over here I have another set of pots with several species, Calanque and aloe-campelos, and the Graptopeltalum francescobaldi or Sedeverius arbust, Galanque, another one which is getting huge, and Echeveria pilosa, which will bloom later, but it's a spectacular bloom. Look at the colors of these plants. Some Ionium, some Crassulas here. And this one I don't think I have shown it you before. This one is Crassula multicava, and it is in bloom now. The flowers are not very big, but they are nice. And this so-called Calanque partridge, common name, is still in bloom, but I like the spikes. They give some structure to the plant. And this is it for today. There's still some more to see, but we will keep it for later. Hope you have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!